Fox 10 News starts now with breaking news.
We are following breaking news out of Spain. Officials in Barcelona Beach say they found a body in the area where University of Alabama student James Gracie was last seen. According to his family, 20-year-old Gracie went missing, visiting his friends studying abroad while on a spring break trip in Spain. The University of Alabama student was last seen at 3 a.m. local time on Tuesday, right outside the city's Choco Club. His mother also said that police have since recovered his phone after it was reportedly stolen. Now police are searching the waters near where he was last seen and are reviewing security footage as their investigation continues. Some sad news to start our newscast on Fox 10 Live today, but we want to welcome you into the show on this Thursday afternoon. Let's continue a look at our trending headlines of the day. Well, a major escalation in the war with Iran as Israel strikes an Iranian gas field and Iran retaliates, sparking market slides and spiking fuel prices. President Donald Trump denying that the U.S. knew of Israel's plan to target an Iranian natural gas field, the world's largest known gas reserve, but sources say he knew. The Israeli attacks prompting retaliatory strikes by Iran and the escalating attacks and Iran's effective blockade of the Strait of Hormuz contributing to sliding global stock markets, plus a spike in global energy prices as the price of oil briefly hitting $119 a barrel this morning, as the U.S. average for a gallon of regular inches near $4 a gallon. Speaking to the press, Trump said he expected a sharper spike in oil prices, suggesting the economic impact has been more limited.
Oil prices will go up, the economy will go down a little bit. I thought it would be worse.
In the coming days, we may unsanction the Iranian oil that's on the water. It's about 140 million barrels.
The White House has ruled out imposing a ban on crude oil and gas exports as it seeks ways to ease surging energy prices triggered by its war with Iran, an administration official told CNN. And responding to a report from Reuters that the U.S. is considering deploying thousands of U.S. troops to the Middle East in the future, a White House official says President Trump wisely keeps all options at his disposal. A direct quote there. Well, meanwhile, a verdict has been reached in the capital murder trial of Ibrahim Yazid, the man accused in the 2019 kidnapping and killing of 19-year-old Anaya Blanchard. The jury finding him guilty for murder and felony murder, again for the death of Anaya Blanchard. But since he was not found guilty of capital murder, he is no longer facing the death penalty. The 6 days of testimony saw 32 witnesses called by the prosecution. Yazid himself did not testify during the trial, and his defense rested without calling any witnesses of their own. He is set to be sentenced on May 7th. Well, here are some local stories we are working on for Fox 10 News this afternoon. Charges against a Mobile man accused of participating in a robbery that turned deadly will go to a grand jury. A judge this morning finding that prosecutors have enough evidence to present a felony murder charge against Rodney Davis Jr. Prosecutors allege that Davis and Javelli Alexander were both trying to rob a man in the parking lot across the street from the Sanger Theater on the night of Joe Cain Day. They say even though the robbery victim shot Alexander to death, it is Davis who is responsible because he was engaged in a felony crime at the time. Our Brendan Kirby was in the courtroom today, and he'll have much more on this case coming up on Fox 10 News at 5. And then spring break is in full swing across the Gulf Coast, including in Walton County. Their sheriff's office says things have been pretty quiet at the beach, but the biggest problem they've seen is an increase in evictions. So far, students from 5 colleges have been evicted from rental properties in just over a week. Our Dacian Smith will have much more on this story, again coming up at 5. Plus, with tax season underway, scams are increasing, and experts say new technology is making them even more convincing. The Better Business Bureau tells Fox 10 that the use of AI is adding another layer of risk for consumers, with scammers impersonating the IRS over the phone and even using AI-generated voices to sound like victims' family members. Older adults are especially vulnerable to these types of scams, and our Jordan Lassiter will break all of this down for you and your family on Fox 10 News at 5.
Taking a live look outside this time. Well, actually, correction. Before we take a live look outside, what we're going to be doing is talking about how beautiful this weather is. We had a freeze warning the last couple of nights, and I'm going to tell you right now, I think we're done with that freeze warning for quite some time, if anything, for the season, because right now it's beautiful, it's sunny, it's dry outside as well, and we're going to continue to see that pattern. So here's a live look outside our Eastern Shore Toyota Camera Network. It's beautiful outside. The beaches are looking amazing as well. Temperatures in the upper 60s, some of us in the 70-degree range right now. As you can see with our temperatures, 71 right now in Mobile, 72 over in Bay Minette, 73 in Molino, 70 in Pensacola, 72 in Grove Hill, 73 in Chatham, and 72 over in Lucedale. Then for our dew points, they are staying dry right now. We are well into that dry category, so it is a little sunny and warm out there, but the dew points are actually making it feel like a beautiful spring day outside. So that is a great news there. We're going to continue to be dry, and in the next few hours, temperatures will stay in the 70s till we get to the 6 o'clock hour. We'll be back into the 60s, 61 degrees by the time we get to 8 o'clock tonight. So a mild night if you have any plans into the overnight hours. And then, like I mentioned, no freeze warning tonight. Mostly clear, a cooler feel. We're actually right where we're supposed to be, but overall a pleasant feel, lower 50s. And then some of us that are more inland areas near Highway 84 are most likely going to be in the upper 40s. Before forecast planner tomorrow, in Mobile, a little bit of a cooler start to the day tomorrow. But don't worry, we're going to be in the upper 70s by the time we get to the afternoon. It's just that time of year where you have to wear a jacket when you leave the door early, get out the door early in the morning, and then you've got to take that off by the time we get to the afternoon with much warmer temperatures. Same thing over in Pensacola, a cooler start to our day in the upper 40s, lower 50s. Then we'll get into the mid 70s for our day closer to the coastline. Speaking of beach, over the next 3 days, we have a low risk of rip currents, and temperatures are going to continue to get warmer thanks to some high pressure. Great news for some spring breaks, especially with that low risk of rip currents. Not a concern there, and especially with our warmer temperatures coming. There's another live look outside downtown Mobile. Beautiful day here, Ashlyn.
Yeah, Hannah, it is one thing to talk about the beautiful weather, but it's a whole different thing to actually sit out here and live it and enjoy it. We are out on our jet deck here at the Fox 10 studios. The sunshine is beautiful. It's nice and calm. You can hear the birds in the distance. Just a wonderful spring day. I know lots of folks are out and about enjoying the weather as it warms up, especially this weekend. Lori, one of those people here. This is your story today, taking a look at pictures you all sent in to us. And this is a beautiful picture out on the West End beach of Dauphin Island, Hannah.
I mean, that is just picture perfect, postcard worthy as well. We're going to get beautiful sunrises and sunsets, especially over the next couple of days, mainly just because we're going to have those clear skies, so the horizon is going to be bright and beautiful.
Yay! Well, we love some sunsets here at Fox 10.
We do.
Certainly, so if you're watching this and you have a good sunset picture, please send that our way and enjoy the beach this weekend. This next one coming from Katrina McCann, some beautiful flowers blooming at Medal of Honor Park. Wow.
Those are stunning. I love the bright pink. I know some of us were in an early bloom, but I think some of the flowers are finally starting to catch up now that we're done with our freeze. Rightfully so, especially after the freeze. I think they were like, we're going to wait our turn.
For sure. I had some beautiful azalea bushes at my house, and then the minute that cold weather got here, woke up the next day and they were looking a little sad, a little saggy, but you know what? We have different blooming periods for sure, and I'm hopeful they'll bloom once again. A beautiful, beautiful picture there. This next one coming from Lynn Rowe. She called this one Nature's Bouquet. Again, another great picture of the azalea blooms, what the port city is known for.
Yes, and honestly, it's kind of interesting to see how like everybody is seeing different timing of azaleas bloom. Like the ones at my house, they're still mostly in bloom. They're not full like they were, but I think the freeze also kind of took them out as well. But these look like they just bloomed.
Yes, they do, and they look well cared for as well. I think there's a strategic way you can cut your blooms, trim them to ensure maximum growth. I do not know how to do that, so if you have any tips, please let me know. Because again, my bushes are looking a little sad, but that is the ideal azalea bush right there.
That's what my front yard's trying to look like.
Right. It's trying to poke through. I don't have a green thumb though.
I don't either.
Staying with the flowers, this next one coming from Olivia Garrett in Bellingrath Gardens, which is a beautiful place.
I love Bellingrath. It is one of my favorite places to visit, especially during the holidays as well. But look at all these flowers.
Wow.
I bet it smells amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Do you have a favorite part of the gardens?
Oh, So it just really depends on the season. I really like where they have the fountain in the middle and like how all the trees are overhanging as well. I think that portion is probably my favorite, especially during the holidays when they have them lit as well.
Yes, it's truly the best place for a photo op, especially right now. But like Hannah said, it's gorgeous year round. They have different seasonal decorations as well, but I have to say spring is my favorite time to visit. Thank you for sending that one in. Pam Crawford said Bandit is loving the sun. Me too, Bandit.
Me too, Bandit. And look at Bandit. He looked like he probably just had a fresh spring bath. I know my dog, I've been having to keep up with her in the dang dirt outside as well as the pollen, trying to prevent her from turning green.
Right, right. Which, by the way, if you have bad allergies, you also might want to give your pets a bath because, again, they carry that pollen inside. I was sitting on my couch sneezing the other night and I thought, when's the last time my dog had a bath? So a great reminder there to wash your pets before they come inside. Hannah, if folks want to submit their photos, how can they do that?
You can do that using our free Fox 10 weather app, and scrolling at the bottom we have a big old picture that says submit your pics and videos here, or you can go to fox10tv.com and we have a tab that calls submit your pictures and videos here as well.
All right, well, we are enjoying time outside on the jet deck today. It is 3:11 on your Thursday. Stay with us for more Fox 10 Live. We'll be right back.
Just the beginning.
My goodness!
The United Football League on Fox.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back into Fox 10 Live on this Thursday afternoon. Some fun stories to tell you about here. First, the menu for Rory McIlroy's Masters Champions Dinner has been unveiled, and the champ spared no expenses.
The meal starting with an array of peach and ricotta flatbread, bacon-wrapped dates, rock shrimp tempura, and grilled elk sliders.
Got to get my hands on some of that before moving on to yellowfin tuna carpaccio and a main course consisting of either Wagyu filet mignon or seared salmon.
And of course, for dessert, the Master Champions will have sticky toffee pudding with vanilla ice cream.
Many were quick to compare that lineup to simpler times like in 2013 when Bubba Watson served up Caesar salad, grilled chicken breast, and confetti cake. Words I understand a little more. Some of those were fancy
The only
terms.
thing I think I got was the ricotta flatbread.
Yeah, me too. It's like, that's how you know you're not as fancy as these folks, but definitely want to get my hands on some of that food for sure. In the meantime, the World Happiness Report naming Finland the happiest country in the world yet again.
The Nordic country topping the charts for a 9th year in a row.
Other Nordic countries, including Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, and Norway, also ranked among the top 10 countries.
The annual report published by the Wellbeing Research Center at the University of Oxford
highlighted how Finland and the other Northern European countries' steady ranking on top is tied to a combination of wealth, equal distribution, and a healthy life expectancy.
The United States is ranked 23rd in the report.
Okay, so we got to work on our happiness a little bit, but we were talking about this earlier. If you're feeling a little low, Finland seems like the place to be.
I mean, we were talking about this. It seems like there's a lot of great places to visit there. There's a lot of sights to see as well. And I mean, I might have to put it on my bucket list.
Sounds like we need to take a vacation this
We can call it therapy.
Yeah, there you
Maybe insurance will cover it.
Hey, I like the sound of that. Speaking of free therapy, though, you deserve a free ice cream cone, and that's exactly what you can get today. That's what Dairy Queen thinks.
The chain is celebrating Free Cone Day today, which is exactly what it sounds like.
Really simple. All you have to do is go visit a Dairy Queen and you'll get a free vanilla soft serve cone, but you have to do it in person.
The deal isn't available for delivery and mall locations aren't participating.
The free ice cream is to mark something even more worth celebrating, the official start of spring. That's tomorrow, Hannah. We've been talking about it.
Oh my gosh. I will say one thing. I wish they included the dipped ones because I'm kind of a chocolate ice cream girly. I do like vanilla ice cream, but I feel like whenever I have vanilla ice cream, it needs to have something in it, you know, or something paired with it. So like either the dipped one or the sprinkles.
For sure. I think that Dairy Queen is kind of known for their dip cones. I wonder if you could get a discount. Probably not.
Probably not.
Might be worth asking. Let us know if that works for you. In the meantime, a fossilized skull and jawbones found in Niger have led to a new Spinosaurus species being identified identified. The first, by the way, in more than a century.
The Spinosaurus mirabilis lived some 95 years ago.
Look at that creature on your screen there. According to the newly identified fossils, the creature had a large bony crest atop its head, a long narrow snout for snaring fish, and legs long enough to hunt in shallow water.
The lead author of the study said the new research points to Spinosaurus as a semi-aquatic shoreline hunter with physical similarities to a wading bird.
And the full findings were published last month in the journal Science. If you are an avid dinosaur lover, we got to tell Joe. Does Joe Emer know about this?
I have no idea, and I wonder if he can draw this one.
Joe is like dinosaur king here. If he can draw this one, that's funny. If you know, you know. He had a portrait, didn't he, a few months ago that he drew?
He did, and it was him versus Chelsea, and let's just say it was an interesting interpretation of a dinosaur.
You had to be there. I'm really glad I was not alive during this time because I'm not loving the Spinosaurus.
No, me neither, but you know what? We'll leave him be for now. But here's a live look at the weather. Live look outside right now in downtown Mobile on one of our Eastern Shore Toyota network cameras. 68 degrees with plenty of sunshine. Winds out of the south at 9 miles per hour. Dew points are feeling great out there. Current conditions across the area, a lot of us are in the upper 60s. A few of us in the 70s, 72 in Evergreen, 70 in Pensacola, 71 at Mobile Regional, 66 in Fairhope, and 68 over in downtown Mobile. Evening planner will be in the 70s to about 6 o'clock tonight when we transition back into the 60s, then into the 50s by 9 o'clock with definitely some clear skies. Not much of a cloud coverage here, mainly because of some high pressure. Forecast lows tomorrow morning. We won't be below freezing, but some of us will be in the 40s. A few of us trying to get into the 50s. The majority of us probably will be in the upper 40s, maybe get to about 51 degrees. No more than that. But day planner tomorrow, don't worry, a cool start, but much warmer temperatures by the afternoon. Will be in the upper 70s. A southerly wind out there as well, but dew points will stay dry. Same thing in Pensacola, a cooler start, then we'll be into the lower to mid 70s in our more coastal areas. Then our forecast highs definitely well above average. Some of us even could get into the lower 80s, especially near Highway 84. Then we'll be in the lower to mid 70s, closer to the coastline. Really just depends on where you're located. But overall, warm day thanks to some high pressure. That hill shape right there is that high pressure system making its way to the Fox 10 viewing area, which is going to bring us a warming trend. So much warmer temperatures on the way. We're going to be slightly above average for our Friday, then well above average starting on Saturday and beyond, just because we'll be in the 80s, even possibly mid 80s on Monday. That's probably when that high pressure system is really going to be right over us. And then what does high pressure do for us? Well, one thing about high pressure is it gets rid of cloud coverage and also decreases rain chances. We're in a drier than normal pattern according to the Climate Prediction Center. So you're going to want to make sure you water over the next 3 days and probably continue on from there, as our rain chances aren't looking all that good, especially since a lot of people will be planting. A lot of plants have just been put into the ground. So you're going to want to make sure you take care of them accordingly. But for our 7-day forecast, spring is we're going to be in the lower 80s starting on Saturday. Much warmer temperatures and even less cloud coverage until we get into next weekend. But overall, a great week for spring.
Loving the sound of all that, Hannah. Thank you. The clock is ticking to tonight's big event for USA Health Providence Hospital. The Home and Garden Show's preview party begins at 6 and goes until 9. Our very own Lenny Slagon will be there to help get the party started during our 5 p.m. newscast. The Home and Garden Show is a curated event of antiques, design, and inspired living, bringing together renowned designers, artisans, and lifestyle experts for a one-of-a-kind experience. And tickets start at a little less than $27. The 4-day event includes a Friday night bourbon tasting tomorrow and 2 lecture series, but those are separate ticketed events. This is being held at the Outlaw Convention Center in downtown Mobile. I know Lanice would love to see you there. And then looking ahead to next weekend, join Fox 10 for the 2026 downtown. Actually, we are taking a look at Touch a Truck right now. We'll tell you about that in just a second. Come out to the Fox 10 Storm Tracker Truck this Saturday from 10 to 2 for Touch a Truck. Fox 10 meteorologists will be there to show you the ins and outs of the storm tracker. There will also be construction trucks, emergency vehicles, and other big machines. You can climb inside, meet the operators, and explore the new STEM zone, where kids can collect stickers and become a certified STEM explorer. The cost is $25 a car and is being held at the grounds in West Mobile. This fun event benefits Adoption Rocks, and again, we would love to see you there. And looking ahead to next weekend, join Fox 10 in downtown Mobile for the 2026 Downtown Cajun Cook-Off. It's a fun-filled day with incredible Cajun cuisine, live music, and lots of community at Cathedral Square. Local teams will fire up their grills and pots to compete for bragging rights while serving up fan-favorite dishes for attendees to enjoy. This annual event benefits the Child Advocacy Center, helping provide vital services and support for children and families all across our region. The fun starts at 10 a.m. and goes until 2 p.m. Once again, this is happening next Saturday, March 28th. We hope you can make it out. Certainly one of my favorite events to work here at Fox 10 News. Would love to see you out there as well. Well, your time is 3:23 now. Let's go and take a live look into downtown Mobile. Take a look at those blue skies, lots of sunshine, a beautiful start to our weekend. We'll be back with more Fox 10 Live after this.
855-579-5299. 855-579.
All right, don't forget, a new episode of the Big Friday Kickoff podcast is out right now. Here are the details. TP Hammock, the co-host of the Alabama High School Football History podcast, joins the show. Robert Restinio and Emily Cochran learn all about his background as a sports writer, how the podcast started, and how they keep track of every game in the state on Friday nights. You can find this week's episode on our website, fox10tv.com, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Should be a great conversation, Hannah.
Yes, it should. Very excited.